Welcome to America Reads Fun Learning Activities. We are college students who create learning activities for kids. Our fun learning activities are focused on reading, writing, and math. Thank you for joining us to learn today. My name is Shravya. In today's video, we'll be doing a fun game that will help us practice counting to 120. The materials you will need for this activity are as follows: 2 pieces of blank paper, a black marker, optional coloring materials, some tape, and scissors. The activity that we're going to be doing today is a randomized dice game, in which we're going to make 2 dice that will help us practice counting to 120. To make the first dice, we need to first fold our paper into half, the long way. After you've folded your paper the long way, we're going to cut it into 2 separate pieces right on this line. After you've cut your paper into 2 strips, we're going to fold it like a trifold, and we're going to do the same with the second strip of paper, like so. After you've folded your paper into trifold shapes, we're going to join these 2 papers together as follows. Using tape, I taped the 2 pieces of paper together to make a square. If you need any help with this step, make sure to ask an adult. Awesome! We have our first dice. Now it's time to move on to making the second dice. Awesome! We have both of our dices. Now for one of the dices, we're going to be writing the numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 on each of the dice's sides, like so. Now, for the second dice, we're going to write the numbers 10, 10, 5, 5, 1, 1, meaning that we have to count from whichever number the first dice lands on, but the second dice will tell us how we will count to 120. Now, if you want to go ahead and add some color to your dices with your coloring materials, you can go ahead and do so. Great, so we have both of our dices now. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll my dice to give you an example of how the activity or game should work out. So take another piece of blank paper. Here I have my dice activity page. This can be a blank page if you would like. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the first dice, which has the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 numbers on it. I'm going to make sure and clear my workspace, and we're going to give it a little toss. Okay, so the number that it landed on was number 20. So let's go to our activity sheet and write down the number 20. Now we know from which number to start counting to 120. Remember, this is to practice how to count to 120. So we're going to start from practicing to counting to 120 at the number 20. Now, take your second dice and give it a nice toss or roll it. Awesome. So I got the number 10. This second dice will tell us how we're going to count to 120 from the number that we got from the first dice. So this means that I'm going to count by my tens starting from the number 20 all the way to 120. So it's going to look like this. Great, I reached 120. This means that I've had practice by counting by my tens from the number 20 all the way to the number 120. Have fun with the dice and challenge yourself to make sure that you know how to count to 120. Thank you for learning with us today. We hope you come back and learn some more. Please like and subscribe to our channels, and we'll be back with more videos shortly.